Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well, I hope you're looking after yourselves. Welcome to another episode of Mic Unplugged, where we have these special edition episodes. Obviously you can see, in line with the season, we are getting ready for Christmas. I may include it in the actual episode, I might just include it as an outtake at the end. One of us is wearing an incredible Christmas jumper, and the other Shania. But at the end of the day, we are, as you can see, talking about Christmas stuff. I've brought a good friend. She has come back. She was here before. We spoke about Marvel, DC, quickfire questions, all of that. She's back again. Shania, thank you for coming again.
Thank you for having me, despite the insults that I just had to endure from my good so-called friends.
No, you know, if there's one advice I can give you guys before we get to the episode, it's as friends, we need to be honest and keep ourselves accountable to our other friends.
I also agree, and that's why your Christmas jumper sucks.
Wow. Look, I told I did, and I'll do it again. Look, everyone's watching. Look, so this is my new Christmas jumper. If you're an avid fan, you will see every episode throughout December I'll be wearing a new Christmas jumper. This will probably be the first one of many. But you can see as well on the back, maybe I'll zoom in, or I'll get someone to zoom in. It's got the cape bit as well. So it's the full Superman, and not just any Superman, this is Superman 2025. We've had a whole rant about comic book films.
It's a good film.
It is 110% a good film, and I will not accept any slander for that film. And I've said, look, I'm saying this again, and I'm 100% including the other part. I'm not a Superman stan, and I want that to be abundantly clear.
Why would you get Superman?
Because that film was more impactful to me on a deeper level than Fantastic Four
Does every film have to impact you on a deeper level? And also, how did that film impact you on a deeper level? Because I don't get how.
He literally was going through like the roughest time ever. He finds out that his whole family legacy is not what he was brought up to think. He's then dealing with the fact that the whole world has basically turned on him like this. He's like, all my days, I'm trying to just be a good guy, and everyone's expecting the worst from me. And I will say this, and if I can include it, I will include the video clip. But the bit where he does the whole speech about like, I'm human, like, just because I'm an alien, like, I cry, I wake up every day, and sometimes I mess up, and that's okay, that's what being human is. It's like, keep going when times are rough. I'm like, that is
He's
a superhero.
not human though, is he?
Doesn't matter. That is a life lesson to take home. That literally.
Do you know, like, the moralistic debate in Fantastic Four was so
oh my days. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it is. Would you kill one baby, to save humanity?
Is that not what Infinity War was about? With Vision in Infinity War, it was like, do we kill Vision to save the whole universe?
Vision is a robot.
Doesn't matter.
He's not a baby. He's not a human baby.
Doesn't matter. It's the same principle of all these films.
He's not a baby.
You're telling me that I could tell you another film that did that. I can't look.
Anyway, Fantastic Four, perfectly executed.
I'm a Marvel fan.
What this theme of this episode is about? Christmas and family.
Yes. Maybe your Christmas will be like this. You'll be arguing about films. But yes, we're going to talk about Christmas. It is, again, similar to the last one, a bit more free-flowing than structured. So bear with us. Come along for the journey. You said you've done Christmas film research.
Yes.
What is your top 3 Christmas films? It doesn't have to be like recent. It could be any, even if it came out after you were born or before you were born, or after, like well after.
That's a good question.
In no particular order, by the way.
I don't even know if I have 3 in there. I definitely have. My favourite of all time is Elf.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stand by it.
I won't criticise that.
Mum hates that movie. I don't know why she hates that movie, but it's such a good film. If we're thinking like what encapsulates Christmas, that's the word, right?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
If you think about what like Christmas means, that film is the perfect embodiment of Christmas.
Okay.
It has the perfect amount of childlike wonder, as well as like the identity struggle of being an adult and still wanting to have childlike wonder and have the Christmas spirit when people tell you to not have it and grow up. It's like the perfect level of silliness and goofiness. Like you follow him exploring is it New York?
Yeah.
And then like eating spaghetti and was it chocolate sauce? And it's just the dichotomy of like the most miserable place in the world compared to his joy and spirit, and it never broke him. And then like it has romance, it has a sense of family and belonging. It's just heart-warming, that film. And it's not got like a complicated plot where like a lot of these Christmas films I've been watching recently for research and for work, there's been like some other underlying thing that they want to bring to the forefront. This is just about like identity and joy and family. And it's nice. So definitely the top one. I watched Home Alone again.
Okay.
Terrible movie.
Wow.
Well, not terrible.
Wait,
but
the
like,
first one or the second one?
The first one.
Ah, okay.
Not terrible, but everybody is extremely unlikable. And the first scene, I was like, Kevin is jarring, you know? Like, he's so annoying.
Okay.
That little kid.
Okay, so you're siding with the criminals?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying that little kid is jarring.
Okay.
Then I was like, maybe the parents had a right to like yell at him because then I deeped it and I said, rah, these parents lack maturity and emotional intelligence. How do you have 4 kids? 4 or 5, I can't remember. And you're treating the little one like that. He is the baby. Allow him, innit? How are you yelling at him? But the big ass your older son, definitely is a bully. Like, he looks like a bully. He looks like, is it Sid from Toy Story? Yeah. He looks like him, but fat. I was so disappointed in the parents. And then they leave him.
Yeah.
First of all, the sister did a head count, right?
Yeah.
And then there was this one other youth from the neighborhood who decided he wanted to go steal some toys from the van.
Yeah.
But you know what your siblings' coats look like.
Yeah.
You know what their hat looks like. How could you count him and go, yeah, that's Kevin? You know that Kevin don't wear that hat or coat.
Do you want to know apparently I don't know if it's for Home Alone 1 or 2, but apparently the theory why they forget Kevin is because, or maybe it's the second one. I think it was the second one. When they do the counts for both parents, do it, because you see in the film that they're not actually paying attention when they're counting the children. So they don't look, they're just like, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and end up counting the same child twice, which is why Kevin's not included. I was like, to be fair, I know like it's a film and all, but like, if my parents left me twice, like...
Do you get it? I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police, because that's neglect. It's neglect.
I feel like...
They don't rate me.
I feel like films like that, like if it happened, like there are certain films you're like, if it happened in real life, it would be cool. Or if it happened in real life, like I've said, if Avengers was real, if Marvel superheroes existed, I'd never go to New York, I'd never live in New York, I'd never see me in New York. London isn't far behind, I'd probably move to the countryside.
So off topic, but somebody asked me a question the other day. They were like, would you rather live in Marvel's universe, like be a civilian, or DC? And because they were like, the damage that you have in Marvel is like mad. But I said, yeah, but in Marvel, if my house got like destroyed or burnt down, someone's gonna rebuild it and I'm gonna get rehoused. If I lost my house in DC, especially Gotham, that's it.
But I feel like
I'm homeless.
Yeah, but would you even want to live in Gotham? Like,
for the funsies.
For the funsies.
Yeah, there's something going on. I live in Croydon.
Yeah, but like
technically Gotham.
Okay, Croydon doesn't have like the Joker. You got like.
Are you sure?
I mean, there's wild things in Croydon.
Have you been to West Croydon?
I came to your birthday party in West Croydon.
No, it wasn't in West Croydon.
Was it not in West Croydon?
No.
Yeah, Gotham or DC. No, you can't look. West Croydon. Okay, I've not been to West Croydon. Croydon and Camden is not the same. Obviously.
We got a new like villain unlocked in Croydon.
Yeah, but like I'm like, you can't be saying like Gotham is wild. Gotham.
If we had villains and superheroes in real life,
Gotham
villains would definitely come from Croydon. I'm not gonna lie. Love my town, love my borough like to death.
Yeah.
Rep it all day. But let's just call a spade and call it what it is.
Okay. So what you're saying is all the like Gotham criminals would be coming from Croydon?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, sorry.
No, that's a good question. Marvel or DC? I'm just like with Marvel, like even with any comic book thing, I've said this. No, my hero, I've said I probably wouldn't want to live, especially in Japan, because of how like.
Oh my god. Yeah, sorry. That's a topic we talk about off camera. Okay. The new season is crazy, guys.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. My hero is like, as long as you're not in Japan, I feel like you're okay. But I've said like, with any superhero thing, Marvel, DC, Invincible, the boys to an extent, but we don't really see about the rest of the world and the boys. I'll say like Marvel, DC, you got to bear in mind that like, especially if you're in Metropolis, right? You're dealing with regular, like, no, I'm not talking about superpower criminals. You're dealing with your occasional like mugger that you already deal in real life. Then you're dealing with organised crime by supervillains. So you've got people like Lex Luthor, you've got other people, let's say you're Gotham, you've got the Joker. Then you've got the bigger threats. If you're in Metropolis, you know because of Superman, you're fighting an alien. There's going to be an alien invasion at some point. Someone's getting hurt. And then outside of all of that, you've then got big team ups when there's now even like a worldwide threat. So to me, I said Marvel's a perfect, New York Marvel is a perfect example. So tell me why. Okay, so I could be going home, I see Daredevil take down someone. Then I'm going to see Iron Man fighting someone. Maybe I'm going to go out to eat afterwards. Boom, restaurant's now destroyed, can't go there. Then the next day I'm like, can't go to work. You know why? The Avengers are having destroyed my route to work. So now I'm like stuck.
Yeah, but then like, do you know how lit that is that you can call in sick?
How lit? I'd be like, why am I working? I'm sorry.
You can call in sick, you'd be like, guys.
I'd be like, why? I'd be 110%. Why am I working? Why am I working?
Guys, sorry, the Avengers, they destroyed
I'm like, why am I working?
roads.
Yeah, but why would you? 100%. Why would you work? What's the point of you working?
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? You have to work.
But 100. I'm not saying you can't work, but I'm like, okay, so like,
We'll give them to your taxes.
yeah, but like at the end of the day, you'll be like, okay, cool. And then bear in mind, we're talking about like world stuff. There are wild stuff. I won't. Well, it's not really a spoiler, but the comic book that the next 2 Avengers films is going to adapt, like, essentially involves worlds, literally alternate universes colliding. So that's, bear in mind, you're not even dealing with beef from your own. You're not even dealing with villains and people from your own universe, galaxy.
That's so sick.
How's that so sick?
You're gonna meet
ultimate Shania could be the worst person in the world. She could be the worst person in the world.
Yeah, but then I could if I then I could do some stuff and then complain back.
But
Like it wasn't me. It was Earth 101 Shania.
But what if Earth 101 Shania is like 10 times better than me? And you're like, right, this is like.
She could never.
See, I'm telling you.
But then I might be inspired by her and be like, sis, put me on whatever you're doing.
Bro, she doesn't like you. She's like,
how could she not like me? I'm her.
110% she could not like you.
I'm her.
Yeah, but she could be like.
I'm so lovable.
You're the same, but we're different. She could be like, we're same, but different. I'm telling you, this is why you don't. This is why I tell you, when people just like superheroes should exist in the world, I'm like, absolutely not.
Well, no, not in our reality.
100%.
Something that's nice to kind of sit back on and.
That's why I say black heroes the best way. Just give everyone a superpower. Most of the world is
No, did you see the guy with the freaking?
Not which person? Because there's a lot of weird ones in my head.
He was he had like a spray ball.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Freaking tape guy who's fake Spider-Man is in class A.
Nah.
How did he make class A?
Because it's about his powers are useful. Take up villains. Basically, is, like you said, he's like Spider-Man.
Class A.
He's like Spider-Man.
He's not like Spider-Man though, is he?
He's not actually like Spider-Man.
What if your tape is not that sticky, bro?
But it's
not like a thick, durable tape. It's just regular tape. It's a regular sellotape.
I'm not gonna lie. Out of context, that sounds wild. If you just tuned in, that sounds wild. But I promise, there's goodness coming out of the context. But no, it's like but he's like as good. He's like it's useful. Like if you're dealing with regular people.
He's not class A.
But if you're dealing with like the average Joes.
Context, class A is the top tier of the classes in the school of heroes. So if you've got like freaking Poison Ivy, which is a girl who's in class B,
but there's other people,
and you've got Tape and Pop Off, bro.
There's other people that are more useless. Like in class, even in class A, that I would rather.
They got the one guy with the tail.
But his tail is strong. Also, of all the people you're going to bring up, not the guy that shoots a beam from his stomach.
No, but that's really useful.
How is that? He literally gets sick. And also, we're going to.
Have you seen the new season?
I know what happens in the manga. That still doesn't make it okay.
When he knows how to utilize his power. Anyways, Kevin. Kevin's parents are the worst.
Yeah, it's wild that they leave him at home. Twice.
But the first time, we all know how airports work. this system. There is no way you're getting through airport security without going, rah, where's Kevin? Also, if he's this jarring, you're like, where's this? Why am I chill? Why is everything going smooth? Because Kevin's not here.
But also, the airport was like, I'm pretty sure the second film was pre 9/11. So like even airports was a lot more chilled than it is now. So it's like, definitely you shouldn't be like forgetting your child.
Do you know what I mean?
But again, like I said, twice is wild.
Twice crazy. I saw the third Home Alone because it was on the list of the worst Christmas movies of all time. It was actually for 22 or something.
Okay.
It was not that bad. I don't know why everybody should.
You can swear. I can.
No, but that's so annoying to like bleep it out. I don't know why everyone was crapping on it. Because it wasn't that bad. I think what wasn't that great was like he's not actually technically left alone. Like he's home alone for a few hours, but not for like a couple of days or a week like Kevin was. This is just like his parents are coming in and out. And then it's just was that he wasn't believed that there was burglars. Like he was saying, Mum, Dad, like something's happened on the street, I'm calling the police and no one's believing me. Whereas Kevin just handled what he needed to handle. Didn't really like tell anybody, call the police or anything like that. He just dealt with it. And I guess that's why people find it bad. But yeah, no, Home Alone used to be my favourite, and then it just I don't know, watching it as an adult again, I guess I lost the
I feel like you see the loopholes. Yeah, like, this is no longer funny. This is like if this happened in real life, parents are going to prison.
Do you know what I mean?
But they're rich because their house is like
huge, right?
Like,
and then it's America.
Yeah.
But like even the reunion when she comes home, I was just like, I don't even want you home. Like I don't even want this for him. Like I want you to just go to a foster care system. This is bad. Like I don't care about this reunion. It doesn't make me feel warm inside. It just makes me go,
But I'm also like,
kid.
he should be getting paid. Like, if I was him, I'd sell this. Like, if I'm his parents, this might sound super bad, but I'd monetize. This child beat off criminals twice.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
they were dumb though.
They were quite dumb. But still though, home protection system, and you get him to go on tour, does a little like, see, maybe that's just like the businessman in me. I'm like, utilize a child, man. Like, he's doing.
Who's gonna like, are you just like pimping a child?
I'm not saying pimp the child out. I'm saying he clearly was good at his job.
Moralistically work.
I'm saying.
Who are you selling him to?
Saying, look, this is wow. No, I'm saying, look, you turn around, you're just like, look, man, you got home security systems, but it's not doing the work. It's not really protecting your home, is it? Our child, even though they have to probably neglect the fact that they left this child at home twice, our child fended for our home twice. And he proved, let's bear in mind the fact that yes, these criminals are incredibly dumb. He defended the house without using weapons. Well, he did use weapons of sorts, but he didn't necessarily use any harmful weapons. But also, to be fair, there were some...
The paint can was harsh.
Yeah, the paint can was harsh. Didn't he use a bowling ball as well?
I think so.
Yeah, I was just like, there's certain stuff in this film, if this really hit...
Mad.
But like, kill someone.
Right? But also, like, how did he even have the strength?
Yeah!
You know? But logistics, me, I'm thinking about that. It's Christmas.
It's a Christmas film.
It's Christmas.
100%.
That film, womp.
Okay, you got two more that you got to pick.
I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to think of the ones I watched recently and the ones I watched in the past. I also watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Terrible film again.
Wait, the original or the remake? What they did one with what's his face? Benedict Cumberbatch in.
They did?
Yeah, they
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, they did an animated one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought he was like.
Oh no!
Was trying to do a Jim Carrey. I was like, he's not funny.
The animated one's okay, but like. A lot of people said it was just like it's an animated film. It's not gonna like reinvent the wheel, and also it's based off a big film and book. Like it didn't reinvent anything. It was. I liked it. It was alright.
Okay.
Yeah. But you hate the original. Wow.
Not hate it. I liked it as a kid, or at least I thought I did.
Okay.
When I watched it again, I said, "This is creepy. This is so creepy. Like the Grinch is so creepy to look at, and so are the hooves.
Yeah.
They're freaking creepy."
But on another note, Christmas films, because we still got other stuff to talk about. Do you have two others, or do you want me to talk about?
I don't have two others. I just have films I hate. So if you want me to go into that, which I can talk about for ages.
I mean, I can. Okay, I'll say my favorite Christmas film, and then you can say 3 films that you hate.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh. Not when. I need to look it up. I don't remember what this Christmas film is.
How can be your favorite Christmas film? You don't even
Nah, this is on my This is on my nomination. I wouldn't say it's my favorite per se.
So you're gonna give the 3?
I'll give the 3. Actually, I'll give 2 nominations, and then I'll give like my top choice. I need to look this up because I never remember. It is with. I can't even spell it. Arnold.
So you like Big?
Yeah. No. Is it Big? Is Big the one where he's looking for a toy and it's got Sinbad and it's about him looking for a toy for his son? Okay.
I was just thinking of the film Big Way with Danny DeVito.
This one is what is it called? No. See, look, this is why you're supposed to prefer things. I told you, just come with us for the ride. You'll enjoy it.
We'll edit this out.
We'll edit all this fun. This is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be like editing for you. Yeah. Sorry.
Jingle All the Way. That's what it's called. It's
sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'd say it's funny. It's Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're basically 2 dads, so they're basically looking for a toy for their son. Okay. Both of their sons, and it's one of those ones where like it's literally coming up to Christmas Day. All of the shops are selling, like they're all being sold out. So it's these 2 dads that are like actively going out of their way to try and like they sabotage each other. Yeah. They're trying to like get this gift, and it essentially ends with like his. So I think in the end, either Sinbad. So Arnold Schwarzenegger gets it, gives it to Sinbad because he sees his son and is like, I want to give it to you. Like it's Christmas. It's all about giving. And then somehow, vague memory. He ends up like there's like a big parade and he gets to dress up as the superhero that his son wanted to have. So he gets up being dressed up and his son's like, I don't really care, like this is like so much better, because it's like, oh, you're like dressed as a superhero, like I love this is an amazing present, like thank you so much, Dad. And I was like, oh, actually that's kind of sweet because it's like, hey, it's showing that like Christmas is a time for giving, but also it's a lot better than like that. Why do I feel like Rush Hour takes place at Christmas? No, that's why it doesn't.
No.
Nah, like, I feel it doesn't have to. It doesn't. Look.
What, are you like one of those? Is it Die Hard? Or
I've not watched Die Hard, but I've said, look, if it takes.
Same, which is really bad being like a like film, but like.
But I mean, like, I say it's Christmas. If it takes place at Christmas time, it doesn't.
I don't think that should like. What's the word I'm looking for? That doesn't mean that it's a Christmas film. Just because something takes place in the Christmas doesn't mean it's a Christmas film.
But it's like if a film takes place in the summer, it's a summer film. You know what I mean?
Doesn't make any sense to free.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't make
any sense.
Let me think of an example. What's the summer? Like, actually, no, the Summer I Turned Pretty literally has the name Summer in it. Actually, to be fair, that's a perfect. Actually, no, I've never watched it, so I couldn't justify if it only takes place in the summer.
So like, okay, this is a wild correlation, by the way, but like in America, not in America, Black History Month and Halloween falls in October. Yeah. So if a film about Black History falls in on Halloween Day, then is it a Halloween movie?
Yeah, but it depends.
No, it doesn't depend. This is exactly what you're saying. This is exactly what you're saying.
Depends. In the film, do they talk about Halloween in the film?
It's not centered around Halloween. Just Halloween is the backdrop.
Yeah, but that's
Die Hard. Christmas is the backdrop. It's not
Christmas is the backdrop, but there's like literally like shows a lot of Christmas stuff in it. So I'm like the justification, but also it is Die Hard is recognizable for it being a Christmas film.
No, it just snows or some shit.
Yeah, but
crap.
But you can.
I have a potty mouth. I'm working on it.
She's working on it. Give her grace.
I'm sorry.
But I feel like it's okay if it takes place at like if you're making me doubt myself.
See, because I'm right.
I'll argue. The Black History Month one is difficult, but the Die Hard I'll argue is a Christmas film. If Christmas links to it and like the justification for why the bad guy is doing the things they're doing is because of the season it's happening in, it justifies it.
I think we can't talk about it until we see it.
Fine. Fair. We'll watch it. We'll let you guys know.
We'll let you guys know. We'll come back. We'll circle back to this.
What would be my other nomination? I've never watched it, but people swear by the Polar Express.
Polar Express is so good.
I've never, like, the animation looks amazing, but people...
No, the animation made me not like it when I was younger.
Does Into Spider-Verse... This is a random time. Does Into the Spider-Verse take place at Christmas?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
I don't remember if I feel like...
You should know.
Let me Google. This I can Google at work. Because I feel like it does. And if it does, then this can be my application to why it's a Christmas film. Because I feel like it's snowing in the film, but I don't remember.
It snows in January, like it snows in November.
If they say it takes place in December, whatever, that's a Christmas film right there. You can argue that like it's Christmas is taking. Oh wait, no, I don't think it did. Okay, fair enough. What would be Polar Express is not one I've watched. I would say. To be fair, I like Home Alone too, just for the like premise of like the criminals being like it just being like a ridiculous film.
Yes.
But yeah, if I couldn't say, what's the one?
It's hard, when you really think about like, especially as adults, because I remember as a kid I used to watch so many, and me and my mum would always put it on in the background while we like did the Christmas tree and stuff. We'd watch it's probably on Tubi actually. Like, those random ones that come on those off-branded channels. Yep. But now if you ask me, I'm like, couldn't even.
It's a tough question. But no, I also feel like the difficulty is like, I'm not saying like you need to celebrate Christmas all throughout the year, but everyone's like, you can't be watching Christmas films, listening to Christmas music outside of Christmas.
I agree.
But Christmas literally happens at one time. If I watch Christmas films the way I watch Marvel, I could tell you the whole plot of a Christmas film.
I go with
so that's why I'm just like, it's difficult. And I know the one. I haven't watched this. This is another one that everyone talks about. There's Miracle on 34th Street. I haven't watched it. People swear by it. There's what is it called? Is it Miracle on 34th Street? I don't remember. No, it's not. There's it's like, It's a Wonderful Life. That's what it is.
You've never seen This Wonderful Life?
I've never seen This Wonderful Life.
That's crazy.
People swear by it. Again, for me, I'm
so
like...
good.
See, also,
back in the day it was so good. I haven't watched it recently.
Also, I will say...
The plays are so good. Like, any theatre production on This Wonderful Life, it's really good.
Yeah, I will say, on... Rotten Tomatoes website, Die Hard is counted as a Christmas film.
Because they're insane.
I'm just putting it out there.
Rotten Tomatoes is crazy.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm now just like scrolling through the
100 best Christmas films.
100 best Christmas films according to Rotten Tomatoes. If I had to pick, actually, you know what? To be fair, I would say that is my favorite one. Also, because my sister loves the Muppets. The Muppets Christmas Carol to me would be like probably my favorite Christmas film.
Is this a safe space?
You're gonna say something wild, and that's where the podcast is gonna end. It's been a pleasure speaking to you guys.
I hate the Muppets. They're so jarring. This whole podcast is leaving mad negative.
I hope you know. She came as a guest.
Jarring. Guys, honestly,
she's just been hating on every suggestion I've said.
Honestly,
which is wild.
Love puppets. I do.
How are the Muppets jarring? You got
every single character is jarring. The only one who's hilarious is Elmo. And he's only hilarious because
Elmo
of his
is not
beef.
Even the Muppets.
Is
Elmo is Sesame. Wow.
Oh, love that for me. Only puppet in life that's hilarious is Elmo, and that's because of his beef with Rocco.
Wow.
Who likes Kermit the Frog?
Kermit the Frog. First of all, Kermit the Frog is funny. I will not take slander.
No, he's not.
It's funny. I will not take the slander.
If I say Jeffrey, let's watch the Muppets Christmas film, or just any of the Muppets, anything.
We can watch.
You're gonna bust up at Kermit.
I won't bust up, but I'll be like, I like Chuckle. Like, it's funny. Look.
Now I know you're capping. I like Chuckle.
The Muppets are funny, bro. Wild. Like I said, she just come here just to shoot down every idea.
Listen, only Santa can judge me.
Only Santa can judge me, indeed. What would I say is the best Christmas film? I'm like looking through this list. First of all, 100 is wild. I wouldn't even say that's I watched one last year. There was one with The Rock and Chris Evans called Red One. It was okay. it didn't like reinvent the wheel. I mean, it also wasn't gonna win an Oscar. It was just like a Christmas film.
There was one on Netflix I watched. It was about two twins. It was an animated film, and their parents like ended up trapped on ice. Like their car like slipped, and then they just ended up. Oh, am I mixing two films up? I think I'm mixing two films up. But that was really good.
That was good? Okay.
The two films, if I mix them up, if someone fact check it, put it in the comments.
They're both good?
They're both good. If they're the one film, it's good.
It's not on this list, but I think it came out on Netflix. There's a Christmas film. Let me just quickly. I'm just Christmas film on Netflix. There was one that there was one basically inspired. Let me just do post.
Is The Best Man's Holiday?
I don't know if it is.
It's on Christmas. One of the really black romance films is based in Christmas.
Okay.
And it turns out she had like cancer or something.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay.
But it has Morris Chestnut, my husband.
Anyways, so the film I was looking up. Good on you. Good on you. Age gap is wild, but good on you.
I'm 25. That doesn't matter.
He's not close to 25.
That don't count.
That don't count. Wow.
That don't count. That's just how life goes.
So as I was saying, the film I was talking about, the film I was talking about was called Claws. It's on it was a Netflix film.
Claws?
Yes. It is about, basically it's not an origin story about Santa Claus. It tells like an alternate version. So it rolls around this postman that is set in this town. It's like super snowy, and essentially the postman is like, I need to look this up. Essentially, so his son, who's super lazy, let me go back a minute. There's think of it as if almost like the Royal Mail in the UK is run like this is like an oldish film. It's not set in modern day, but like essentially it's animated. And his son, so the son of the guy who runs the Royal Mail, he basically is just like, my son is super lazy, doesn't take anything serious. So, and he's like not doing his job well. So he basically says, you know what? I'm gonna put you in this like super far distant town where there's no post office that doesn't exist, and he basically gets given the task of he has to deliver 6,000 letters within a year. If he doesn't, he's going to be cut from the family fortune. He's going to basically be sent off. He has to figure out his life things, all of that. And then the film is all around essentially so it introduces Santa Claus, and essentially you live all like Claus, which is essentially Santa Claus, and you're seeing it through I guess the postman's lens, because he's like, oh great, I need to figure out what I'm doing with my life, and essentially Claus helps the boy to figure out the life lesson and meaning of Christmas and all of that. But I've heard people say that it's a really impactful film in the sense that it's it's Christmassy, it's love, it's got it's a nice message, all of that stuff. So yeah, that would be my recommendation. But yeah, my Christmas, if I had to pick one, it's either Muppets or Homeland, which...
Muppets is crazy.
Muppets is not crazy. Do I pick... but that's probably a recency bias than anything. There was one that came out last year with Eddie Murphy and Tracy Ellis Ross, and I've forgotten what it was called.
Oh, what a combo.
It was really good. Let me put Eddie Murphy, Christmas movie, what was... Oh yeah, Candy Cane Lane. I would say, to be fair, if you want a recent one, that's a good one. It is about essentially, so Eddie Murphy's character basically gets laid off his job. Every year their neighborhood does Christmas lights, decorations on their houses. They then find out that their local news station is we're going to give money to the family that gets the best decoration. So he doesn't tell his wife, Tracy Ellis Ross, that he has been fired from his job. And all of his children have different secrets, all of this stuff. But essentially, he goes to this this toy maker's house that he finds because he's I need to beat my neighbor because my neighbor's trying to win this, all of this stuff. And the whole film is essentially, he makes an agreement with an evil elf that he doesn't know about until afterwards. That basically is he has to, what does he have to do? I don't know. He has to basically he has to go through Like the song, it's also got pentatonics on the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing. But they have to go through the 25 or the 306. Basically, for those who don't know, the 12 Days of Christmas song, funnily enough, if you add everything up, it comes up to like a year. So he has to do all of that stuff. So it's like he has to find, I can't even list all of them, but like he has to find like 5 gold rings. He's dealing with like 4 turtle doves, 3 French hens. Wait, no, it's 2 turtle doves. Wait.
Yeah.
4 golden birds, 3
The golden birds?
No, 4. Wait. 5 gold rings, 4. Yeah, 4 what?
I don't know.
4 something, 3 French hens, 2. So like he deals with all of this stuff. Or like 7 maids milking and all of this stuff, like 6 geese laying, like all of this stuff he's dealing with, and he has to like go through the 12 days of Christmas before.
Sorry, that's really bugging me now.
I don't know what it is. Because 6 geese laying, 5 gold rings, 4. I'm just gonna look this up.
Golden hens is crazy. If you're right,
I don't think it is.
impressed.
I don't think it is. I think it's 12 days. Because 4. Is it calling? Oh, I don't know, man. No, 12 days of Christmas song. It is. Nope. Calling birds. 4 calling birds.
Never heard of that in my life.
Yeah. It's in the song. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
Do you know when you do songs, anything you don't know the words, you just say, you just gotta like merge the words together. Yeah.
Yeah, no, from that. So if you ever see her do karaoke.
There's the lyrics on the screen, Jeffrey.
Yeah, okay, but
I'm now dyslexic, but I can read. That's crazy.
First of all, I'd never said you couldn't.
So
Wow.
Wow.
How do you know that I'm not dyslexic?
Because you're not dyslexic.
You don't know that?
I do know that.
I could have just never told you.
Jeffrey, are you dyslexic?
You're asking personal business, and I don't feel like exposing it on a public platform.
Okay.
So you see, peer pressure is basically what I'm teaching you guys.
Not peer pressure. You just tried to call me out, draw me out.
That first of all, draw you out is wild. I did not try and draw you out. I was just saying it's good to be aware of these things. You know, some people don't always express it publicly. It's cool. You know,
it's not like it's a disease.
I'm not saying it's a disease. Some people don't feel comfortable
declare it.
Yeah,
like it's gonorrhea. That's crazy.
I'm saying some people don't feel comfortable talking about it. I'm not dyslexic, by the way. I'm trying to just educate Shania to just be, mindful of.
I am.
So it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. On camera as well. Cool. See, look, this is why I have to be here, guys.
Because if I don't come back to this podcast,
I have to regulate
like
her.
every year.
This is the reason why. If I keep bringing her on, she's gonna get me cancelled. So I have to like keep her in check every once in a while.
Look at this. We were talking about Christmas films. We're meant to be moving on by now, but he's trying to draw me out.
Wow. I'll move us on because she's been distracting us the whole time. Okay. Talking about Christmas films.
Your worst one.
My worst one. Worst one. Worst one.
If you ain't got it, I got it.
You can say it if you've got one. If you've got a few.
Guys, I've been holding this back all podcast.
Oh, no.
I hate Love Actually.
See, look, I've never watched it, but I just feel like.
Have you not seen Love Actually?
No, but I'm like.
Do you know what it's about?
I know what it's about, roughly.
Do you know what happens in?
It's a rom-commy stuff. They get together in the end. That's all.
Who is they? There's multiple couples.
Yeah, I know there's multiple couples, but like, I don't know.
So there's like 4 to 5 different couples. I can't remember. But the whole film follows these people in their different lives and their different storylines. They are either good or bad. Most of them are bad. So like at least 3 of them are cheaters.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
There's one storyline, it's like a throwaway one where like there's 2 prostitutes, porn stars, sorry, not prostitutes, 2 porn stars get together. Okay. Which is so random because you just have random cutscenes of them having sex, getting to know each other. It's weird. And then the guy who shoots the porn, his friend is like, British girls, they're so stuck up because none of them laugh at my jokes. And then he goes to America, meets some girls. There's like dumb throwaway scenes like that, which I think is so necessary to have.
That's wild, but
in movies.
Yep.
There's one good storyline, which is a man, Liam Neeson, lost his wife. and his 11-year-old stepchild, who now he has custody of. He's like, I know I should be sad about mum, we just had her funeral, but I'm actually not sad about that, and I know you want to talk to me. I'm sad because I'm in love. And he's basically likes this girl in his school. And it's a nice premise. It's like, yes, there's grief and sadness, but then there's him figuring out his adolescent self and trying to get the girl. But I feel like that should have been like fleshed out more than having a random cutscene of like 2 porn stars having sex.
That's all. What? First of all, never would have guessed that from the poster.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
And it's like, what's his name? It's not Morgan something.
Oh,
Martin
Freeman.
Martin Freeman. Sorry, I kept going Morgan Freeman, but his name's not Freeman. But it actually is Freeman. It's Martin Freeman, which you wouldn't expect from him. And the woman from Gavin and Stacey, she plays Stacey. Like those two. So random. Anyway, so we just have like a waste of a perfectly good storyline, and then you have the Prime Minister. He tries to get with his secretary. Such a HR issue, but no one talks about that. Anyway, it's kind of cute. They're sweet. She's so common. She effing blinds here and there, and he's like, I like that, and she's like called Chunky. And bearing in mind, this is like 98 or whatever, 2000s. I don't know when the movie came out. And then you have the other worst storyline, which is this couple gets married as Keira Knightley, and I don't know the other 2 actors. One of them, he's from that zombie TV show.
Is Walking Dead?
Yes.
Okay. No, the main guy?
Yes.
Ah, okay, cool. I don't know his name,
if I'm correct.
Okay.
They're like, he's so rude to Keira Knightley. But he like films the wedding, and he's always been rude to her, but he's the best friend of the guy, innit? So she calls him up and he's like, hey, I know you hate me, but like the film footage we have got just like ruined. Everything's in blue. I just really like to see a footage of me not messed up, because he was filming. And he's like, I threw away the tape, I'll just have a look though or something. And she comes over and she's like, hey, I really just would like to see it. And then she finds the tape, watches it, realizes that the whole sequence is just of her and not her and her husband. And then she's like, oh, right, but you hate me. And he's like, well, there's a reason why I act like I hate you. Anyway, Tutu's now, he knocks on the door, he holds like the cue cards to say like, pretend it's carolers to my fucking
so that's where that's
best friend, and here's all the reasons, like, I actually do like you, I think you're perfect. Then she like runs down the street after the guy and kisses him.
Yeah, I've said, sir, like, Christmas movies aside, some rom-coms don't necessarily leave the most.
Bro, like, you just got married. Bearing in mind, you didn't like this guy because you didn't think he liked you. All of a sudden, he's showing you affection, so you're just gonna throw yourself at him.
I've said.
It's insane. And then freaking, there's another storyline where there's the man who, her name is something, I forgot her name again, but I googled it the other day. She's like one of those old classical British white ladies, and she's in most things.
Not Meryl.
It's not Meryl Streep, I know Meryl Streep.
Helen Mirren.
No, the other one.
Dame Judi Dench.
No, the other one. Her name's like Emma something or something like that. I don't know, I think she was in that.
Emma Thompson?
Maybe, if you Google the Love Actually cast. But her husband now is cheating on her with somebody in their office. And we're just meant to, and she finds out, and at the end, he's like, I've been a terrible, terrible fool, haven't I? And we're just meant to forgive him and move on. We're meant to just leave out. There's no conclusion. There's no like, nothing from that. We don't know what happened. She just cries and walks off with her kids. Said, oh, Dad will be back soon. And then at the end, like, they meet him at the airport. So it's indicative that she forgives him. But your husband has been buying you a scarf for the past 10 years for Christmas. You find a gold necklace and it's not for you, it's for his mistress. And he gives you a freaking CD. And you're telling me that you take him back at the end. Also, disrespects you in public because they have like a work Christmas party, the wife's there, and he dances with the freaking mistress. in front of his wife. Like, you're purposely disrespecting her, and you're meant to tell me that I'm meant to forgive him at the end. We're meant to call this today Peachy. The whole movie is messed up.
I'm not upset. I haven't seen it.
The whole movie, watch it, you'll be like, what is happening? The whole movie's messed up. I get why people love it. It's a great cast. It's silly in places. It can be romantic. It can give you the Christmas feels. But like, when you really deep the storylines, this is the worst Christmas film. This is not like appropriate for anybody. I don't know what message this is telling, like, its audience.
That is true.
Like, it's saying, oh, if you really look at it, love is actually all around. No, it's not. These people be cheating on their partners. And you're telling me that this is love? And we're meant to forgive and forget because it's Christmas?
I've said certain films are very, like, this is a wild tangent, but I've said certain films are just indicative of the times that they're made.
Oh, 100%.
They wouldn't. Some films would not have been released if they came after this year.
But then again, I do miss films as crazy as this because of the audacity they had, you know.
I feel like even, to be honest, like, I feel like the issue with, cause I know like other people have said, like actors have said it as well, that like the issue with films now is everyone's like, or film studios are like, they want sure bets. They want it to be like, we put X in, we're gonna get X out, or Y out. And it's like, nah, like certain films were made just because it's like random and like they're now cult classics or now, and I kind of agree that like not everything needs a franchise. Like I've said Home Alone 1 and 2, great. 3, didn't really see, I have a vague memory of 3, but I'm again indifferent about it. And then when I found there was a 4, I'm pretty sure they did a 5 as well, and I was like, you can't just like you can't keep rinsing it. I just feel like Home Alone is a good thing, it works in 2 films. If you try and modernize it, it doesn't make sense. I also feel like that. Not every film needs to be modernized.
No.
Not everything feel like.
Not everything needs a remake.
Not everything needs a remake or a sequel or a TV show about like spit, because they like a perfect example is they tried to do Rush Hour as a TV show.
When?
Yeah, you know, this was like maybe 2016, 2017. They tried to do Rush Hour as a TV show in America. It basically, like, you could tell the development didn't go anywhere, because like they did, I think the first 8 episodes, and then it must have really struggled, because then literally it was off the air for like ages, and then they must have been like, we've already recorded the other ones, so we're just going to finish the season, and then it got cancelled. And I was like, it was because like there is no way you're going to do a Rush Hour. And also I was just like, it just didn't, like there were so many twists, like rather, so they introduced the Jackie Chan's character had a sister who was a part, so basically it essentially adapts the first film, but then they kind of make it seem like essentially they introduced this sister that Jackie Chan apparently had, who he thinks has now joined the like triads, but then it turns out she was undercover the whole time you find in the final episode. And to be fair, like I don't have beef with the actors who did it, they did a good job. I thought it was okay, but I was like, they should have just done this as a TV show without calling it Rush Hour. Like it could have the same premise, it could essentially be Rush Hour without the name.
It didn't have to be the world universe of it,
because I think if it wasn't, people would have been like, oh, this is cool. But like I've said, like Rush Hour works just because, like, one, again, it's a piece of time. I have said Rush Hour is probably one of my favourite films of all time. I don't think Rush Hour would have been made if it was made. There are some jokes in there that
which are outrageous,
yeah,
today.
That's
what I'm saying. I miss the audacity. People had audacity back then, and people didn't care about getting cancelled or the reaction of things. Like, imagine White Chicks would never be made today.
No, 100%.
Which is insane to think about.
But I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like I guess even to be unfair, like a perfect example is like Sinners. So Sinners is a film that isn't based on like a current existing property. It's like something completely different. It's new. And I'm like, films like that should be celebrated. I'm like, if you feel like, hey, there's like I've said, I don't even know. So there was a film I watched last year called Fall Guy. I don't know if did you see? I don't know if you've seen it.
I think so. Is that the one with
Ryan Gosling and Emma Blunt?
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Okay, cool. So basically, like essentially, it's about this guy so he plays a stunt. I would recommend. It's kind of funny. Like so he plays a stunt guy, and essentially he finds this essentially he injures himself. He then goes to try and get his job back because he took a huge break, and then basically finds, like, this isn't a spoiler, it's literally in the trailer, he finds a dead body, and it's all about like him investigating this murder and stuff like that. Now, I didn't know at the time that apparently Fall Guy was based off an 80s TV show or 70s TV show, which was basically that premise. So it was about a stunt guy who would like fight crime, not necessarily fight crime, but he would like solve mysteries and do stuff along doing stunts. And the argument was, oh yeah, the reason why he knows how to fight people or like how to use weapons and all this stuff is because he's a stuntman. So I was like, the premise makes sense. But even outside of that, I was like, oh, this is actually like a kind of funny film. Like, this is good. This is cool. And I said, like, if I don't really care if they make a sequel or not, I feel like the film is good enough by itself.
Yeah.
But again, that was like the show. I didn't even know that show existed, and I feel like I don't know if the show was super popular, if it lasted long. But I'm like, fair enough. It didn't internationally travel. Whereas like with other films, like Home Alone did. Like I've said, like even like regardless of what people feel about Home Alone, Die Hard, it's other big Elf is another example. Like I don't think any of those films need to be remade. No. Elf has a musical that is always playing, even if it's not Christmas here, it's usually somewhere in America, sometimes Broadway. Trying to remember other, like Home Alone, again, it's on, like even if you like just watch Freeview TV, it's always on one of the 5 channels. Yeah. And I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why does everything need?
It needs a remake.
Yeah.
I need a reboot. There's one film I'm looking forward to next year. It's The Devil's Wears Prada.
Well, 2.
Yeah. I mean, can't go wrong with Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway, you know what I mean? I'm
like, if they do, that's a lot of money down the drain.
Yeah, right? I'll be so upset. It was so bad, I'd be so mad. But like, Mean Girls is one of them that didn't need a musical and then a film of the musical. Like, it's just too much. We've had enough now.
I've said we should let things be. Like,
we're just not innovative anymore. No one's creative. No 100%. One's trying to... If they're gonna be like controversial, they have to do it in a safe spot where like it's nostalgic for people. Otherwise, they just feel like they couldn't break into that narrative space, which is sad. Like I wish I had the comedic. This is the comedy quality to write something as like
you could.
Funny and stupid.
100% you could.
Like I'm funny in dialogue with you.
Yeah, but essentially that's...
if you move a laugh. I'm funny here in this space.
Yeah, but
like not in a...
You could do it, literally, like it's just a conversation. You could write a short film.
I could write a short film. I can't do like a comedy one that will be... I'm not trying to make a cult classic, but so you know something as good as like Rush Hour. You
could 100% do that.
I don't think so, you know.
Could do it. Just literally slap on improvisation. You could do it.
I'm not an improv babes.
Literally, this whole thing is improv. We've literally been speaking for almost coming up to an hour.
Oh my bad.
No, this is good. I'm enjoying the conversation. I hope you are too. But literally, like it's been fun. We've laughed.
Yeah,
we've said wild stuff. We've laughed. I've been right. You know, it's been a good combo. And we didn't script this. Even the last one we did, that wasn't scripted. Like we were just like, yeah, we'll ask each other questions and see where things go.
Free flowing, yeah. I don't know, but I don't want to do it, but I wish somebody else would want to do it. You know.
We'll do it for you. Or...
No, just make movies like that again. Like.
I just feel like people just need to stop. I've said this this is now turning into a gaming podcast. I've said this about gaming, said this about film. I feel like, I said this about gaming. I've never said this about film, but I feel like the same all applies. I feel like the issue is, like you said, everyone, like big studios want to hedge their bets on stuff that will make money. Independent people don't have enough money. I've also said, well, anyway, let me not go into that because there's some films that I don't like. I think it's called not the Avatar Way of Water. What is that film called? There was a film that won an Oscar in the 2010s, which was about essentially a woman who falls in love, not like Aquaman fish people, like literally like a fish that's got basically a humanoid fish. So it's like a fish that's got the figure of, it's wild. It won an Oscar. I still to this day don't understand. It won an Oscar. Couldn't tell you why. It wasn't even for like best costume. I don't know if it won for best costume or was nominated, but I'm pretty sure it won it either for best film, best actress, or best actor. And I was like, wild, because if you're telling me this is essentially a film about how a woman falls in love with a fish person, and yes, there might be some deeper connotation, all of that stuff, but I've said like, look, I take Samuel Jackson's approach.
Yeah, I have no words.
100%. And I've said, I take Samuel Jackson's approach. He's like, I'm now at a stage where I just make films that I like. Yeah. Like, he's like, I don't care about Oscars, I don't care about like awards.
I don't want to be critically acclaimed, I just want to
I just want to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like I've said, if I was to ever go into acting, I'd just like, and I've told people I would probably, obviously I'd need like to be paid something so I can live. But like I've said, certain films I might just be like, yeah, I'll do it for free. Like, the script looks good, it looks fun. And if I got like a 5-minute cameo, like I'll just be like,
cool. Yeah, happy to do it.
Yeah, just slam me in a podcast in it somehow, and we can call it a day.
Pick up the mic,
of course. But yeah, I feel like you said, like the issue is like I feel like it's basically independent and like smaller studios is where it's gonna be. It's gonna be basically like people be like, these guys are like, they know what they're doing, they're more ambitious. Like I've said, like I guess even like with this, I'm not a corporate sponsored podcast. I can decide whatever I want to talk about. Like I said, if I want to cut half of this conversation, I can do that. But I've said, like, I'm not doing it for money. Whereas like if I was owned by a corporation, or like I'm trying to propose films, I'd have to be like, okay, well, what's the clear return on investment? How are we going to make money? All of this. Because I've said, like, sometimes I feel like it's the same thing I've said with again, this has now become common. Like this, like I said, this is why it's called Mic Unplugged, because we talk about all aspects. I've said with the new, so they're going to do a new X-Men film. I think either in 2028 or 2029. It's not confirmed yet, but it's definitely going to be after Avengers Secret Wars. I've said, and I agree with most people, it shouldn't. No one like big should do it.
Yeah.
If it's anyone big,
100%.
slapping the kids from Stranger Things. Like they're big enough as it is. They can handle the fame.
Oh, don't say that. You're gonna give them ideas already.
But I'm like, no, it shouldn't be like, because like I tell people, Chris Hemsworth wasn't really well known. I never heard of him before. My sister said he was in like my sisters and my mum.
Are you talking like pre Fantastic Four?
Oh yeah, Chris Evans. No, I said Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But even Chris Evans wasn't like as big as he is now.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. again was a controversial actor because he was dealing with like drugs and stuff.
Do you remember when he did blackface?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. But like even like
Hemsworth, I hadn't heard of him.
And I was like, okay, like that's what Marvel should be. It should be you're not a household name. People don't know you, but you're like a good, or you embody a character.
The biggest household name was Mark Ruffalo at the time. That's Mark Ruffalo. He did like rom-coms and stuff. He wasn't doing anything crazy like that.
And I was like, this is what you need. You don't need to have like big, like I've said, even if whoever's going to be like Wolverine, because I know they've also said apparently when like, well, that's not really a spoiler. If you've read the Secret Wars comic, you know what's coming. Essentially, they're going to revamp the whole MCU. So rather than have it that the X-Men have never existed, well, the X-Men may be different, but have it that there's going to be a new MCU because rather than having the Fantastic Four on a separate world, they want to bring them in so they can be on the same Earth, and essentially it's going to be like a new thing. Probably, what's his face? Tom Holland's Spider-Man will still be there. Some people will still be there, most likely from a contracting, but also from like a logistics point of view. Some people will probably go just so they can clear it and restart the board. Yeah. But I've said, no one famous, like it shouldn't be a big actor that plays, like Hugh Jackman, amazing Wolverine. Don't keep him after that film. Get rid of him, let someone else do it. If they, allegedly, I've said this from the get-go, bring in someone to play Black Panther. I know people have been hinting that it should be Damson Idris. I don't have beef with that. My only thing with it is Damson Idris is old.
So funny. Sorry, sad note. He's from Peckham, you know.
This is why.
He's from South London.
This is why I can't afford you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You
see how?
Okay, sorry.
Look, I can talk about.
Sorry.
I can talk about Celebrity Crush of Crib too, but I can keep it professional. You know what it is?
I'm keeping it professional.
Keep it professional. Already two names.
Bad.
What?
That man is so bad. Sorry, carry on.
It's okay.
I'm not kidding. Good. I'm not mad at Damson Idris as Black Panther.
I don't have an issue with that. I think it would be fun. I think he would do an amazing job. I'm also like, if they pick someone else who isn't as big as, because my only thing with him is to be fair, Chadwick Boseman was quite well known. Like he'd done a lot of films at the time. So I'm like, fair enough.
What happened to Daniel Kaluuya?
Was his character?
No, him himself.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
He was in a cult apparently. Everyone's saying online. Don't know if that's true. Don't quote me. But he needs to come back. Not as Black Panther, obviously, but we'd like to see him again in something. I'm trying to think of like good black actors.
I also don't think it needs to be like
some
Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't have to be American or British. Like, I mean, obviously people would say like ideally, if you like, well, actually, no. To be fair, I will say this character. I will say I have said 2 black characters that I think need to ideally be cast as close to their characters as possible. I think Miles Morales. Definitely. It shouldn't just be someone who's black. It should be someone who is both black and Latin American. He has both of those sides to his story. They play a pivotal part into who he is as a character and how he expresses himself. I know there are some people who have both, and I'm like, they should be top of the list. I would not, like, even myself, I've said, like, if I could, sure, I wouldn't mind to be Miles Morales in an animated form. There's no way on earth I would ever want to do it.
You don't think because you're not?
Because I'm not like, I have no idea about the Latin American experience in the UK, let alone in America.
Yeah.
And I'm like, his parents are both. He deals with dual nationality in that sense, and also because he mostly, like, most people see him and just identify him as black. He even talks about in the comic books that he's like, I'm also like, I'm not just black. Like, I'm not just African American. I'm also like, I want to say Puerto Rican. I feel like he's Puerto Rican.
Are you swearing?
Because I'm like, please don't cancel me. I feel like he's, anyways, people will tell me in the comments. But yeah, I've said like 100%, like, it should be, like, I feel like in animated form, it's not the end of the world. Like, I know Shamik Moore plays him in the Spider-Verse films. But I'm also like, when, like, eventually he's going to be brought to live action, 110%, don't let it be someone who's just black. Also, in the same vein, Storm. I have said, because everyone's just been like, oh, you know, you should do it, Cynthia Erivo.
No.
I don't think it should be. Again, I think it should be someone who is not big. I think they should be like someone who's either up and coming.
But also, I don't see Cynthia Erivo embodying that character well.
Because I've said, like, she has a very unique story. Her story is very interesting. I'm not even saying, like, even if it's someone, because I've also said, like, Marvel, have they done that before? Not really. But, like, I've said Marvel needs to also, like, I think I saw someone was saying, like, Marvel should also look outside of just, like, Hollywood. Because, like, Hollywood is obviously, like, one of the biggest film industries in the world, but also Bollywood and Nollywood are too, and people have said, like, it shouldn't just be, oh, we have to pick people within Hollywood to do it.
There's a big discourse actually now online with people, like, people trying to be actors in America, saying that they're just casting British actors, which is nice coming from here. But also, I don't think it should be just restricted to the Western world. There's probably some really 100%. Great actors out there. 100%. But I think it's just a challenge of accents. Like, a lot of these stories are mainly in America, or they're like from a different planet, but that planet happens to have an English accent, you know? So I think that's why they just look in that realm. But there's so many talented people that are not discovered yet. But I think the way Marvel is and the way it's lost its audience, the producers probably think they have to get a household name just to reel people back in.
I'm like,
because look how they reacted to, like, Shang-Chi and what's the other ones that came out that was new.
No, but people like Shang-Chi. People like Shang-Chi.
When he first had people like, who's this Asian man?
Yeah, but he did an amazing...
really casting. No, he did a great job, apart from Aquafina, but personal beef. They, like, what was the other one that came out?
There's Eternals.
TV show. No one likes Eternals, but that was terrible anyway.
Also, that's wild, because that cast was, like, that's a big, wide, talented cast.
Still, the movie's so
I know. Like, even the director, she won an Oscar the previous year to doing the film. So I was just like, that's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Which TV show?
I don't know. She's Asian.
Oh, Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
You didn't like the TV show?
No. Well, I don't like.
You don't like that actress?
No. But that wasn't me going, oh, this is a new person. I just don't think I like the character, not necessarily the actress.
I mean, to be fair, her character is completely different in the comic books to what she's in the TV show.
Because, I mean, Marvel's trying to do the same recipe over and over and over again, and people are tired of it. And it's not landing the same because they only landed with very specific actors who could deliver that type of comedy.
But I've also said it's about, like, understanding. I'm not saying, like, cast people based on lived experiences to the character, but I've said, like, I don't, like, even whoever's going to play Tony Stark in the future, because they're not going to let this character disappear and only be Robert Downey Jr. It's going to come back. But I'm like, Robert Downey Jr. literally, through his own lived experience, was able to really embody Iron Man and, like, that sudden, like, wanting to change who you are as a person.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, obviously Captain, I don't think Chris Evans serve in the military, but like Chris Evans was able to embody someone that like, not even just like, because I think I've said from the Superman film, even though you've slandered it, and I promise I'll include that in the cut. Even though I'm not a Superman fan, but I understand the character of Superman, and I've said that I feel like from a comic book version, James Gunn gets what it is. And I feel like with Captain America and Superman, people really don't understand the characters. For Captain America, they think he's like the embodiment of America and all of this, all of that. And they miss the point that like he's trying to like essentially Captain America. Someone said it best. If you're a Marvel fan, you've watched loads of Marvel, like even if you've watched like Falcon and Winter Soldier and Thunderbolts, people basically said, easy way to summarize it is Captain America is what, or Steve Rogers, a better example, is what America should be. So he represents essentially the American dream that like everyone is equal. Everyone can be their best selves. Like we support each other. We always go above and beyond for like the people in our lives.
Yeah.
And what did they call him in it? I've forgotten the insult, but I don't remember the college varsity, I think, Captain America. But John Walker, who played Captain America and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier for a bit before he ended up like killing someone in front of everyone, which is wild. But they said that represents almost like what like the reality of like that dream not being achieved. And I was like, that's a really interesting comparison, because even people said like on like costume wise, when John Walker was Captain America, his suit didn't have white, and I think white on the American flag was supposed to represent like purity, not in the sense of like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, not in that sense. In the sense that like pure is in like the innocence and like essentially like that levels of optimism that essentially Captain America embodies and Superman essentially embodies. But they were saying with John Walker's costume, he didn't have white, and that was to show that he's not an accurate representation of that dream. Yeah. And I was just like, that's great, and I feel like Chris Evans did that great. What's his face? Chris Hemsworth, in my opinion, embodied Thor. Yes. The Thor films were a rocky ride. They had an okay start. The second film wasn't great.
His accent was also a rocky ride.
Yes, his accent was a rocky ride. But also, I've said, and I like that they brought it up, Elizabeth also, I will say this as like a pretext Marvel thing, I don't see the hype around Wanda. People like swear by her, they're like, they love her.
Wanda?
Yeah. I don't think she's a bad character.
Why?
I don't know. I don't hate Wanda. I just feel like there are people that are like, oh my days, Wanda needs to come. Like, they're like, to my point, I would say obsessed.
I was speaking to somebody the other day who said that actually, I think this weekend. And I was like, but she's a villain now. Like,
no, 100%.
She's like actually evil. And
100%.
she's like, no, but like they like just took her husband. I was like, no, but she's actually evil.
She killed
now.
people. She killed people.
Like she's actually a bad person.
And we're just like, oh yeah, but like she didn't have her made up kids that didn't exist.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like yeah, there's a life experiences that can push you over the edge, but was she ever really like?
I'm like, you can't. But her accent disappeared. Like she had a like
slacking or whatever.
And then like I don't even know that like. I think she had it still in Captain America, but then literally like.
Then she just was American.
Then she just was American. Someone did. They never talked about it in this thing, but someone said the reason why she did it was because when she was like working as a part of the Avengers, Black Widow basically was training her how to do like espionage. So people were just like, oh, if you have like, you know, like you're speaking with the Eastern European accent, you're more likely to stand out in America than if you like have got an American accent, because people will be like, oh, like you're just
okay, but we didn't see that.
We didn't see that. So. I said like even if they just mentioned that as like a line, that's a smart way.
You know what I mean? But like they didn't.
They didn't, which is sad. But yeah, no, I've said that like I don't even know how we got into this tangent. Oh yeah, we're talking about films. I feel like Marvel films. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Marvel should just go back to what it was and cast like you said, people didn't necessarily like Shang-Chi, or like were confused about why like what's this brother's name?
The actor?
Yeah,
I don't know
his name. Simu Lee. People just like, oh, why? Like, who's this guy? Like, he's only big in Canada. And I was just like, no, like he did the work. For me, I'm like, if you can do the work, you play the character well,
100%.
and you do the stunts. Yeah, like that's why people love Charlie Cox for the same thing. Cause he like I know the brother's not blind, but like there are times in Daredevil I'm like this guy's he's selling it. Cause I think he said for the audition basically, which is I wouldn't encourage, but he put contacts in his eyes to basically blur his vision.
That's insane.
And he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna basically like. Really
like a meta.
Yeah, he went full in, and I was like, and they told him. I think even he did it during the first season, And I think he said there were times where like his eyes were in pain, and basically got to a point where they're just like, no, you can't be, you'll damage your eyesight.
Yeah,
you need to
stop. Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm not saying every actor needs to do this, but I'm like, you need to be like dedicate. Like, I need an actor who is passionate, because I feel like that's the biggest issue with comic book films. I feel like, or any film to be fair, I think if you've got source material, if you've got actors who don't understand the source material, that's when the films flop. Like, for example, people swear by Zack Snyder, all the films he did. I've said the brother didn't understand Batman or Superman. Because Superman would never kill and Batman would never kill.
Yeah, 100%.
And I was just like, when I saw it, and I get it, people were just like, oh, Zack Snyder's film wasn't a comic book film, it was a film like
about the heroes.
About the heroes, and if they were in the real world, what would reality look like? Which is fair, but I'm like, I don't want to go to
you
exactly.
Can't put an alien and put him in the real world and try to see like, hey, how does he go? Like, that doesn't.
100%. And I've said like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, I've said like Marvel shouldn't like pick people that aren't. I'm not saying they need to be. That's why I said the Stranger Things children are like big. Like, they can put them in the X-Men. They can play the X-Men.
No, please don't. Please don't.
I think one of them could play in the X-Men.
I'm tired of seeing them.
No, but one of them,
like, especially, I love her down bad, but I just don't need to see Millie Bobby Brown in another movie.
No, I don't. No,
as big as that.
I don't think she should. I know that if anything, they'll put her as Jean, and I don't think she should be.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see Caleb.
He apparently wanted to be Miles. Allegedly, people were doing fan casting for him for Miles Morales. I don't think it should be him.
Oh my god, he played a movie and his parents were black and white, and it was insane.
That was insane.
That is a dark skinned child.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, you know, so if he's gonna do like
no, but I also
Miles Morales is
I don't know if he's...
Miles Morales is not that, like, he's at least your skin tone.
But I also don't know if he's Latin American. The one I've heard that people have said who is. Have you watched Blackish?
Yes.
You know the younger brother.
Yes.
So I think he's both.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know if he's Puerto Rican, but I know he's Latin American and black. And apparently he said he wants to do it. But I'm also like, they're taking their time, and like people, because that's why Caleb Brown, people are just like probably won't do it, because I don't even know how old this child is now, but like. I also that's my other thing. If you don't be casting like, and I'm glad like what's his face, Tom Holland is a perfect example. Don't cast a teenager as someone who is in their their first film is a teenager and they're in their mid-20s.
Nah, Tom was young.
Yeah, Tom was young.
Tom's like my age.
Yeah, and I was like, that's a perfect example, because what's it called? Tobey Maguire, when he in that film, I'm pretty sure was in his late 20s, and I was like,
no, I hear it, but also I feel like the greatest movies is when 30-year-olds are playing teenagers.
Nah, that I'm telling you.
I just think it's great.
It just did, like, with him being like awkward as a teenager. Like I said, people have their beef with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I think he is.
I think he's like.
I said he's the only one that's the perfect balance of both. I think Andrew Garfield is an amazing Spider-Man and is an okay Peter Parker. I think Tobey Maguire is a great Peter Parker, but his Spider-Man is okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Tom is the perfect balance between both.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, people are just like, because I've said like even the like awkwardness, the way he acts like in that first film, even people like complaining about always like Iron Man this, Iron Man that. I'm like, this guy, first of all, I'm sorry, if a 16-year-old me knew a tech billionaire and like he designed me a suit, like,
I'll be like, also,
100%.
He's technically one of the greatest superheroes in that universe, so why would you not be obsessed
as
a kid as well?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense.
But I'm like, people are just like, no.
People are done.
Yeah, I also realised we should probably come towards a form of conclusion to end this episode on.
I think it's just about films, eh?
Yeah, well, I guess maybe we'll just turn into a film one and just the occasional Christmas stuff. I was going to ask you, if Christmas is your favourite season, and if it is, why?
Oh.
Like, is there a reason in particular you really love Christmas?
Before last year, and context, stuff happened that has flipped the perception of Christmas for me, because it's quite a touchy subject. But before that, it was my favourite season. I think it was the films that did that to me. It was like just how like sparkly and magical it all seemed. And I didn't grow up the richest, but my mum always made an effort to get us gifts as much as she could, and even if we didn't get a gift that year, she would make it extra special with the food or with the company that we had. It was the one day that my family actually dedicated to be together and hang out, and I have a big family, so it's always nice. And way back in the day, before my cousins got older, they would always come over, or my nan would have like a Christmas party. So it's just special. And even as a kid, like, remember we had Argos catalogs, and then you used to flick through them. I used to circle what toys I wanted. The Christmas adverts back in the day were just made everything look so good. Everything was colourful and warm and gooey, and you don't feel like that any other season. And when you're a teenager and you think about like growing up, and then Christmas then turns romantic, it turns like you can't wait to be with someone, and you actually become an adult and you think, like, it's, cuffing season, you can't wait to cuddle with someone, go to Christmas markets, look at the lights, and it goes from a very childlike wonder to a very romantic space, but always has family at the centre. So I think that's why it's always hit home. Like, it hits every aspect of what kind of like the world kind of becomes nicer. And it becomes warmer, even though it's so cold outside. It just feels it's awful.
It's awful.
But it makes you feel warm, and you rarely feel that any other time of the year. Yeah, I think that's my favourite. Like, every other holiday is fleeting, right? Like,
100%.